Hey, it's Dr. Kien. I'm not normally an advocate for talking, but sometimes it's really important for you to know about your body. And today, we're talking poop. That's right, your poop. Feces, stool, caca, dookie, shadoozle, whatever you want to call it. Poop is very important. We recently talked to billionaire Naveen Jain about the microbiome and his company, Viome. But other than the microbiome, here are some important things you need to know about your poop as well. Now, everybody poops a little bit differently, but you should know about 4 basic concepts when it comes to your poop to let you know if you're pooping healthy. Number 1, frequency. 2, consistency. 3, color. And 4, the smell. The first thing we want to talk about is frequency. Now, this is one of the things that vary most among people. It's normal to poop 1 time a day or 3 times a day. That could vary. But if you're only pooping once or twice in a week, you may be constipated, and that's when you should call your doctor. Next, let's talk about consistency. Doctors use what's called the Bristol stool scale to actually measure your poop. There's 7 types. Type 1, these are very hard, pellet-like stools. They're kind of like, these guys here, hard pellets. They hurt like hell when they come out of your bottom. Type 1 occurs when you have severe constipation. So you might be way too dehydrated and you need more water, or you might need more fiber. Another cause for type 1 stools if you have an imbalance of bacteria in your gut. Next is type 2. They're lumpy and sausage-like, kind of like this jerky here. All right, I'm gonna open this up, dry and kind of cracked. Type 2 stools may also suggest you have mild constipation. Again, drink more water, take more fiber. Type 3 stools are a little more soft. They're kind of like sausage shaped with a little bit of cracks in them, like these dates. Type 3 stools are in the range of normal. If your stools look like this, you're probably in pretty good shape. Type 4 stools. Now, type 4 stools are the optimal stool. They're the consistency of like the inside of this banana. So if we take a look at this inside of a banana, the optimal stool would be just like this. It's very soft, smooth, no cracks, and it comes out very easily. Type 5 stool is kind of like type 4 stool, except a little softer and mushier. It might come out in smaller pieces and just a little bit mushier than type 4. If you're having type 5 stools, you're probably still doing okay. All right, type 6 stool is a little softer and it's really kind of breaking up. It's kind of like the consistency of, like cat food. Yeah, type 6 stool, very mushy and soft, and it's got some raggedy edges. It might suggest that you have some mild diarrhea. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here. And next we have type 7, which is very watery diarrhea. It's the consistency of water, something like this lentil soup. Literally just like liquid, maybe even a softer consistency than this. Type 7 suggests that you have some very severe diarrhea. If you're consistently having type 7 stools, you should definitely see your doctor. So here's a quick recap on consistency. If you're having type 3, 4, or 5 stools, you're probably doing okay. Now, some people will vary between type 1 and 2 and type 6 and 7 when they travel or take antibiotics, but if they're consistent for a very long time, you should definitely see your doctor. Next, let's talk about color. Now, normal poop gets its color from bile salts. So the normal color of poop is greenish brown, brown color, but sometimes people could have poop other than that color. When that happens, it could be something you ate, could be medications, or it may suggest a problem. Let's talk about some color scenarios. First, black. Now, the things that you eat that can cause your poop to be black may include iron supplements or black licorice. Black can also suggest that you might be bleeding from your intestine. Next is green. Your poop may be green if you're eating a lot of leafy vegetables or green food coloring. It may also suggest that your poop is moving through your GI tract very quickly and has more bile salts in them. Next is pale or white color stools. This generally isn't normal. That might mean that there's something wrong with your liver or something wrong with your biliary system and it's not getting that bile pigment into your stool. Red stools. Now, you might have red stools from the things you eat, such as cranberry juice, tomato juice, beet juice, or foods with a lot of red food coloring. But red can also mean that you have lower intestinal bleeding. Orange. You can get orange stools if you eat things high in beta-carotene, such as carrots, winter squash, or sweet potatoes. You could also get orange stools by medications such as rifampin, or taking antacids that have aluminum hydroxide. Lastly, we have yellow or greasy stools. these stools generally float on top of your toilet. These stools might actually suggest that you have a problem with fat digestion, and it might indicate inflammatory conditions or problems with your pancreas. So if you have yellow stools that float, call your doctor. So let's recap on colors. The normal poop is again green, greenish brown. If you have any colors outside of that, look at your medicines or look at the things that you're eating. If these colors persist, you should see your doctor. Lastly, let's talk about smells. Although there's really no normal when it comes to smells, you know what your stool normally smells like. If there's a change in that smell, particularly if your stool starts to get very foul or pungent smelling, that might suggest GI bleeding or inflammation. Call your doctor. All right, final recap. We've talked about what stool normally is like and 4 different components of it: the frequency, consistency, color, and smell. Now, recall that all these things could vary from moment to moment depending on the things that you eat, your travel, things like that. But if you're experiencing abnormalities in your poop occurring for an extended period of time, that's when you should call your doctor. Thanks for talking shit with me today. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all, you could always leave them down in the comments below. I'll answer them for you. If you found this information useful, please share them with your family or friends, and don't forget, hit that subscribe button. See you guys soon.